XCR 375 H&H mag here, and tonight I'd like to discuss the topic of purchasing your first firearm. I have a coworker slash friend that purchased his first firearm a couple of days ago, and he's all jazzed about it. I'm happy for him. I'm glad he's got it. You know, he's starting to become awake and know his rights and so forth. I'm glad. I support the Second Amendment 100%. You know, if you want to have a firearm, great. If you don't, fine. That's your choice. That's your right. But what I really want to talk about is when I started talking to him about getting professional training and learning all the proper habits and all the proper trigger control and breathing and so forth, and what the legal ramifications are of owning a firearm, especially here in California, and what would possibly happen if you ended up having to use that firearm to defend yourself inside your house. A lot of cities, a lot of municipalities have a policy of you will be arrested that night and taken down to jail, and your firearm will be confiscated depending on what the situation is. Not all the cities are like this. The majority of the cities, I would say, are, especially the big ones and the little smaller cities that are located inside the bigger cities. But I definitely recommended that he go get trained with the NRA, firearms training school, local firearms. I know a lot of the ranges down here have firearms classes. My wife and I are members of Front Sight Firearms Training Institute, and we go there several times a year to keep our skills up, to learn new, to make sure we don't fall into bad habits and learn proper habits. Anyway, enough of promoting the schools and so forth, but I just wanted to say, if you do buy your first firearm, make sure you go get professionally trained. Um, for example, I've been pretty much shooting firearms since I was about 8 years old. And when I went and got professionally trained by an actual firearm institute, Front Sight, for rifle, I had a really tough time for the first 2 days because I had to break all the bad habits that I learned over the years. And now, since I was professionally trained, my marksmanship has gone up significantly. I'd say a good at least 70% I've improved with shot placement, trigger control, breathing, and it's just so important to get professionally trained, not just to improve, but to get more out of it, to feel like when you go to the range and you're shooting at the range and you're pulling in nice tight groups, it makes you feel good. You know you're doing things right. Whereas I've seen people at the range just pulling the trigger, slapping the trigger, and just their shots are all over the place. And they're getting frustrated. We don't want to have frustration. We want to have fun. We want to be responsible. And we want to feel good about ourselves. Like, hey, I can shoot a really good group and be happy about it. And it doesn't mean you have to be the fastest person in the world to shoot the best group. It's just that you're getting better and better, then the speed will eventually come. So, I guess my main point here is congratulations to my friend and coworker who just got his first firearm. Really glad you did, and look forward to shooting at the range with you and having some fun. But like I said, please go get professionally trained and enjoy it. It's a great sport, it's fun, and it just goes from there. But you definitely need to learn how to shoot properly. XCR 375 H&H Mag signing off. Thank you.